Hello and welcome to our reviews. Today we'll be reviewing SH Figuarts Final Form Frieza. Bit of alliteration there. So yeah, I've been waiting on this figure since they announced it, I suppose, and it is finally arrived, and it is awesome. It comes with all kinds of stuff. It comes with bases and effects and stuff that they didn't even say it was going to come with. It's great. Short. Very short. Shortest figure so far. I'll do a size comparison in a minute. But, yeah, really nice detail, same level of articulation you would expect. Just overall, great thing to have, great addition to the Dragon Ball Z line. So, yeah, let's go ahead and zoom in for articulation, sculpt, paint, details, all those sorts of things. Alright, starting off with a quick size comparison, you can see here Frieza is the shortest figure we've gotten so far. Technically, if you don't count Gohan's hair, they are roughly the same height. And Frieza may be a bit shorter than he's supposed to be. He is supposed to be short. But just reviewing a few clips from Dragon Ball Z, I would say he should be closer to being maybe, I don't know, lower chest height to Goku. And he's more like waist high. Maybe he should be just a smidgen taller. Maybe just a smidgen bigger. But it's not so bad that it's horrible. I just feel like he should be a bit taller. But there's a sort of a little gradient of sizes there. Of course, that's not all the Figuarts figures that they've released so far, nor is it all the ones I have. But it was just a little gradient to show you the sizes. Now let's just look at Frieza. Alright, here we have Frieza. He's got his head up here, which we will zoom in on in a minute, as well as his two other heads. He is a mostly white figure. He has his shiny purple bits on certain parts of his body, on his shoulders here. The discs and the ball joints there are white. I wish they would have made them purple, as that would have looked way better. But it's not hugely detracting. It just would have looked better if they would have just molded those in purple or something. Because if they just molded them in that color, you really wouldn't be able to tell from any other angle. So it would have looked fine that way. Either way, and he's got more shiny purple down there around the abdomen. That's actually a separate piece, so it's attached to the top and not to the bottom, so it doesn't hinder the articulation or anything like that. If you look at his arms there, he does have little purple bits there on the backs. And then he's got two fists equipped right now. He comes with several other sets of hands. He's got more white down there. There's lots of little subtle grayish paint shading throughout the muscles and stuff like that. Got more purple down there at the shins, as well as two of his feet, which are three-toed. He does come with some extra sets of feet as well, which is a first. No one else has had extra feet yet. Granted, Frieza's feet are way different than everyone else's feet. Flip him over on the back. He doesn't really have any extra detailing on the back there. He is going to have a tail. He comes with two different ones, and I don't have him equipped with it right now, as it just makes him a bit easier to move around and stand up and things like that. He's got this weird, like, little circle thing on his back, like it was covering up a hole or something. I don't know why that's there. That's a bit odd. But apart from that, there's not really anything to look at special on the back. Just standard detail there. Alright, now let's zoom in on his heads real quick. Alright, his first head sculpt, the one he comes equipped with, is sort of a little sinister smile thing. You can see the red pupils there, and you can see the shininess on the head a bit better, and he does have those little lines that go down on his cheeks. And he's got his colored lips and things like that. Then he comes with his screaming face, which is a bit different. It's got the mouth open, and you can see all the details in there, and it also has some veins on the head, I believe, like on the side there. It's a bit difficult to see, but they are there. And there's one on that side as well. That's a bit easier to see. So, yeah, there's his little angry face. You can use that for, like, throwing energy and, you know, fighting, things like that. And then he has his slightly kind of battle damage face, where he's got one of his eyes kind of messed up, and he's got kind of a grimace thing going on in the mouth area. Just throughout the fight, he had one of his eyes messed up. So that is a nice face, too. Alright, let's zoom out and look at some articulation. Alright, articulation-wise, Frieza is on the same level you would expect from these guys. Heads on ball joint, in and out, up and down, pretty much every direction you'd want. Nice ball joint shoulders, in and out, up and down. Also move like that, with a little butterfly joint kind of thing, but it's actually more like a ball and socket kind of thing on these kind of figures. His hands also have your standard little ball joints, in and out, forward and back, and rotating around on the little peg they've got. Got your diaphragm joint, which rotates in and out, flexes in and out, things like that. Same kind of deal down there at the waist. And then you get your ball joint hips, in and out, forward and back, and they kind of drop down like that and pivot around on the ball. Got your double jointed knees, and then you've got these awesome ball joint ankles here, which sort of bend in and out, move, rotate, pivot, everything you could want. Frieza's feet are a bit different, as in they peg in there at sort of an angle, so you kind of have to tilt them all the way forward for him to be standing flat. And then Frieza has a ball joint here at the base of the tail, which rotates and flexes in and out, and then on the longer tail, there's a cut joint, and on his other tail, it's just limited to the ball joint. So yeah, that about wraps it up for Articulation. He has got pretty much everything I would have expected him to have, so he is very nice. So let's look at some of his extra bits. So Frieza has 2 sets of fist hands, which will look like that. He has 2 sets of open palms, like that, so you can have him saying, the planet will explode in 5 minutes, and then 12 years later it will. Then he has this more relaxed set of open hands, so he can tell you that the planet's going to explode in 5 minutes, but he's not too concerned about it. And then he has 2 one-finger hands. They're both for this side, though, and they can be used for death balls or death beams or what have you. Also, he can tell you that the planet's going to explode in 1 minute with 1 extended finger or with 1 slightly curved finger. It's pretty much the only difference with those 2 hands. He, of course, has a set of folded arms, which is becoming a bit standard. Vegeta, Piccolo, and Cell also all had those. You just kind of plug those into the shoulder pegs there. He comes with 2 regular, flat-standing feet. He comes with these 2 curled-toed feet for more like flying poses and, I suppose, grabbing-like things if he needs to do that. They might also be better for kicking. And then he comes with 2 feet that are essentially the same as the flat ones, but they have little peg hole things in the bottom of them to plug into his rock base, which we will look at in a second. Lastly, for body parts, he comes with 2 different tails. He comes with this shorter one. They're both made of a flexible plastic, but they're not bendy wire or anything like that. So if you saw some of the promotional pictures, you saw this wrapping around a Vegeta neck. It's flexible enough so you can do that, but it's not actually bendy. Frieza comes with 2 effects pieces. This is his death beam. As far as I know, they never even mentioned that this was coming with him until like the figure was already out. So this is got just a smooth, clear pinkish beam down here, and then it's got a spiky little ball down here at the end, which is like the death ball. Here is said death ball. Just a clear pink thing with some little ripply kind of designs on it, and then it comes with this little clear plastic rod that you can shove in there. Of course, you can take it off if you want to, and it's just like a little ball peg. So you can put that on there and sort of position it the way you want, and then this wraps around underneath his hand in the wrist joint area, and you can have it floating above his hand or whatever you want. You can, if you want to, also just kind of shove that onto his finger, because the hole will fit over the finger if you want to do that. And he is the first character to come with a real proper base. He comes with this like big rock thing, and there are the 2 holes there that you see that the pegs can go into. It's very nicely detailed. Very cool looking base. I would like for them to continue giving people bases. Bases are cool. And he still comes with the standard 3 jointed arm flight stand that everyone seems to be coming with now, which is a good thing. Flat base there with 3 holes for the arms in it. And you have the little clip up here. And also the rod can plug into the death beam, which has a little hole on it. Alright, now we can move on to the packaging. Got your big window here, so it's good for display purposes. SH Figuarts Final Form Frieza, picture of Frieza's face over there. You've got all your various logos and warnings and things like that. Look on the top, it says Death Ball, Final Form Frieza, continues the window. Side you get a picture of the figure. On this side you continue that pixelated image of Frieza. Then on the back you get pictures of the figure, and you even get that Frieza holding up Vegeta picture that I was mentioning earlier. You also get Vun and Gung and Bzz, because those are things that Frieza says. So yeah, I do like these boxes. They all look pretty cool, and they're good for in-package display, but I do keep mine out of package. So yeah, Frieza. Alright, that wraps it up for Frieza, so until next time, goodbye! Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.